Boys, I'm so happy. Look at this. Look at this. We spoke about Zowie waiting to release their wireless model for how long? How long have we asked for this? We waited for this. Obviously, plenty of other brands came around. I reviewed loads as well. We were just waiting for their wireless model. Now, there's a lot of things to be spoke about when it comes to this mouse. There's a lot of things I want to test out and try. I'm gonna do my normal stuff, so it's like talk about what it feels like, show you guys taking out the box, what it comes with, going over the specifics and stuff they have on their website. Then we'll do the aim labs test. We'll do the human reactions test, which obviously is more down to me, but just seeing how it compares to the other mice that I've been testing, so you can obviously go back and just see. I was a big fan of the Pulsar mouse that came out. We've been using that for a long time. Let's see if this is going to swap it around. I have high hopes and a lot of positive thoughts. Now, I will say this. I used to work for Zowie back when the company was first started, before BenQ bought them. It's one of the first things I did after finishing playing in esports. I used the EC2 for ages and ages. I'm going to swap between testing out the EC1 and the EC2. I'm so excited. I cannot, like, every review we did, we spoke about the EC, and we spoke about waiting for a wireless model. Let's open this bad boy up. So I'm going to open EC3. Was the Pulsar wireless? Yes, I've only been testing out wireless mice because it is the way of the future. So far, I did the Pulsar X-Lite V2. I did the Razer Depth Adder. We've also been playing with that with the 4K kilohertz receiver that they sent out to me. I have no bias on any of them. I'm not like going super technical like you see on these other YouTube reviews. I'm talking from a purely esports Counter-Strike FPS perspective. If we go in game one, we're going to start by watching the introducing video. So you're looking at 79 here, so a bit heavier. We'll have to see how that feels. 77 on the EC2, 76 on the EC3. This we know all about anyway. 63, okay. This is what I'm excited to see. So having the enhanced receiver is what I'm really interested in. Okay, so some good basic information there. Let's get 2 cam only. Let's open up this one. So we've got the EC3 in our hands right now. Bosh. Out of the box. Okay. So to start with, this is the EC3, a little bit smaller than it. See. There's still the nice normal shape you get from the EC series. Like I said, I'm probably going to try out the EC2 and EC1 overall, because I played well with that EC1 during the aim maps back at Blast. I'm going to try that out. Right, so this bit just comes out. It's where the mouse setting comes with normal instruction manual. We don't need that. Oh, okay, this is always good. I'm always a fan of this. This is just positive. Mouse gates in there. Change them over. Warranty information. You guys don't care about that. Normal documents that come with it. Okay. So, this is the enhanced wireless receiver. And it also comes with what everyone else gets in your normal. So, most mice that we've seen, that we've tested, that we've looked at, they all come with your normal receiver. Let me just get the USB one out as well for you guys. So you've got your normal one that goes into here. Plugs in. Oh, okay, it's a Type-C as well, Type-C connection. So this is your normal one, which comes out which you get in standard. Every wireless mouse has one of these. Other brands sell their enhanced wireless receivers for a little bit extra money, but you will notice that the price was slightly higher. It's £169.99 if you're in the UK. But Zowie looking to come out with a premium product. Type-C cable in here. So the one I've got plugged in, so I did this to show you guys the opening, show you everything I get in the box. The one I've got plugged in right now is going to be the EC1. That's what we're going to start by testing out. So the wireless receiver also acts as a charging dock, by the way, so you can charge the mouse on top of it. This is the EC1. In my hand, this is a lot better for me. Like I said, I play with your grip on this, so like this is how I grip. I control my thumb and my little finger, make my movements. So this is the reaction time test. Oh look, old school RuneScape being there. So when the red box turns green, click as quickly as you can. Click to start anywhere. Ooh, 199. 192. Getting faster. Ooh, we got fast on that one. So we're going to do the aim labs test as well. There's two different options to do on the aim labs. Okay, so we're going to go full focus on this. It's a minute of clicking as much as possible and hitting all of these little blue dots. So let's get ourselves in the Counter-Strike pose.
Oh, this feels nice. It feels very smooth. Straight away. Oh, this is nice.
Ooh! Is that high score? Not nearly a high score. Accuracy 99% though, up 3%. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. Sniper, boom, headshot. You placed in the 90th percentile on the accuracy. Okay. Kills second, 45% time to kill targets. Remember, I'm obviously no pro player in this, but that was quite nice. We're up 1%. Your score was 814 better than your average. Oh, that's good. It's better than my average. It's not better than my high score. Remember, these are exactly the same settings as what I would do with Counter-Strike. So I'm playing it exactly the same way. So obviously you can feel there's a bit more weight to it than the other mice we've been using. But you also, like, so this is interesting because on the bottom of the mouse it's saying about it being 1000 hertz. I've got some information from Zowie as well when they sent me it that I'll read out to you guys, explaining their choices and what they've got here. So I've got a spider shot with this one. Well, these spawns are hard. Okay. So, after this, we're going to do some deathmatch. We're going to try it on different mouse pads as well, see what the feeling's like. We get out of. So far, so good though. Oh, nice. It's the difference between when I've come off using the pulsar and then straight into this was this feels as smooth or almost as good as using the 4K hertz receiver. I'm just using the enhanced one, not using anything special with it. Got it fully charged up. No, nice try. can feel the very smooth and just tracking what I'm trying to kill. I'm trying to shoot onto. Oh my god. Orbs everywhere. What is this DM? Oh, from the side. Is the M4 stronger than the suppressed one? Depends on positioning and stuff now. Depends on where you play on the map as well. It's a bit of a factor now. This is quite crispy. This feels nice. Dude, this is ridiculous. I feel like where I'm shooting, it's going perfectly. Oh! Oh! Dude, this, like, I don't know if it's just this DM, or what I'm feeling, but this is good. If you compare it to my other DMs, this is nice already. Oh, not bad. Right, now we're going to try AWP on the next one. Alright, one thing I'll say is the tracking and the feel in-game is ridiculous. The way you pull across, the way that feels fluid, smooth, is so nice. After using light mice more recently, I can feel a bit more of the strain and the pull on my hand. But I've just been doing like aim match, death match, you know. So I wouldn't say it's like a fair direct comparison with it. The feel when playing, so in the aim lab results, very close to what I had on other mice. It's just the aim reaction test. I have to check back and see what the other ones were in terms of numbers, but it felt good. The feeling of playing CS though, oh, that was so much better. Now I'm gonna bring up something that I was told. Okay, so I asked about the wireless receiver. They said we consider the design based on an overall experience for competitive gaming. For 4K hertz or higher hertz, we care more about it we care more about it in some cases that it can affect the lag, stuttering to the PC game. Instead of a higher spec, we'd rather have a more stable design. So they're going for stability, which is where they've gone for the 1000 hertz over the 4K hertz or something higher when it comes to this. So obviously you saw in a video they're focused more on the direct ability of the mouse coming in terms of stability, not being affected, and that enhanced receiver as well, which is going to be very good for the LAN environments and all the other stuff around it. Obviously these are their words, not mine. Not affecting the terms of what I just felt when I was using that. For the sensor, they went for the overall better tracking. And so again, this is all they're focused here is on tracking, feeling, stability. They don't care about it being like a new, and by the way, this is very Zowie, right? Not caring about it being the latest on the market, not about being the newest thing out there. There's all a bend for the best for being the pro gaming, their whole strive for perfection side of things. They didn't focus on making the lightest mouse. The weight setting is for a balance. Again, stability, control. It's not about having just the fastest, effortless movement. A lightest mouse is not our target. Interesting. Okay. So there again, everything here and what he said and when he was answering my questions is all stability, what it feels like. And I'm saying this on, I can feel a bit more strenuous, right? But it's what? This is 79 grams because I'm using the EC1. Obviously, we're going to have to test out the EC2 as well. Very interesting. So this is all about stability. But what did I say when I was playing the deathmatch there? It just feels better in like the just movement, in tracking, what I'm using. So I didn't notice the big difference in it. And it felt just as good as using the other receivers, as using the other dongles that people have done for their wireless ones.
Short.
Oh! Sorry, boys. I thought I was going to clutch that. Felt like I was in a good spot. Last one hit as well.
Schön, Eva. Toll. Two shot.
Oh, not too bad. The Zowie. This is the EC1. Let me just say, first of all, obviously it's an iconic shape. So many people use this mouse. If it's EC1, EC2, it's heaven. It's heavier than a lot of the other mice I was testing wirelessly, and I don't feel a big difference. I don't like. One of the things they said to us was they wanted it to be more stable. This mouse feels stable. I didn't make one mouse wheel jump wrong. I didn't have anything that didn't feel good or was right. It was just comfortable, and it's a really like. It's got the enhanced receiver here. This enhanced receiver that we're using. It is only 1,000 hertz, and everyone was thinking, oh, the more hertz the better, and all this stuff. They took their time and they created something that is really solid. And if you've tried some of the other wireless mouse like I've done, I've tried the Death Adder, I've tried the X-Lite. This feels fantastic. This feels so smooth. The tracking, the control, the input you have. I'm really impressed. The weight didn't bother me as much as I thought it was going to bother me. I actually thought that I'd struggle to go back to a slightly heavier mouse. Okay, it's only 63 on the super light, and this is 79, and the EC2 is 76 or 77. It feels just so solid. Like when you're going across, you're just moving across, and it's nice. I'm really impressed by this. The time to wait for it, and obviously the hype around a Zowie mouse is always going to be huge. But I think they did a fantastic job. I'm pleasantly surprised. I would say that it performed fantastically well on the mouse pad. I didn't like, they talk about the stability and this frequency. Obviously, I'm not in a big event with loads of other things going on, but I am in the studio, and I've got a wireless keyboard for the other PC, with a wireless mouse plugged in on the other side. There's loads of fucking technical gear in the studio to the side of me. No issues. Zowie did well. Zowie did really well. I think some people will feel like if they really focus on the weight, then that might be something that puts them off. But I'd honestly say if you can get your hands on it, you can try it, give it a test. Give it a try, because I'm impressed. So I wanted to give you my closing thoughts now on which mouse I'm choosing, which mouse I'm going for, what I like best, what I think is most suitable for me. I ended up choosing the EC1 CW. Didn't use the EC3. It's just too. It's not for me. That's not my style. This is for a bit of a smaller hand. EC2's in the middle, but I felt like EC2 I used when Zowie first released, and I might have chose that over the EC1. Felt better for me, but I've got bigger. I am now 193 centimeters, 6'3", if you're using the English metrics, and I'm a big guy. Look at these hands. This, just straight away, the comfort here, how you hold it, which is perfect for me. Now, one thing, build quality is always good. We know this for Zowie anyway. It feels strong. They talk about stability. It definitely feels like that. There's added weight to it, and if I compare it now to using another mouse on my desk, the other mouse is obviously a little bit lighter, but when I played 6 hours on stream, I didn't notice it. I noticed it a bit when I was playing like the deathmatch and the aim maps and playing some of the like aim lab side of things as well. But this just feels like the right one for me. If I think I use the Superlight, I use the X-Lite V2, I use the Death Adder V3, the Death Adder V3 with the 4,000 hertz dongle as well. Now you can see a significant improvement on the V3 when I had that dongle used, but everything else now, like I came on and used this enhanced receiver for the Zowie, and it was exactly what I wanted. This was the perfect scenario for me. Even though it's at 1,000 hertz, they focused on having the best thing of cutting out the noise around you. They talk about the LAN environment. I want to test it in a LAN environment. I might do it at the next event, take it to Blast or ESL sometime and do it. But overall, I'm really impressed. The coating is obviously, it's a classic Zowie. I don't need any grip tape on it. You saw on the other mice I reviewed, I used grip tape. No problem with this here. Everything felt good. The buttons, everything's just, it's just solid. Yeah, it's just really solid. I like it. Everything clicks well. Scroll wheel, I'm really fan of this, 24 across it. And the weight didn't bother me. That's what was key. Now, obviously, it's at a higher price point than some of the other mice around, but I spoke about this before, and some of the other mice I reviewed, they were a higher price. And if you want to be an aspiring pro player, and this is like an esports designed mouse, right? Then you spend the extra money to have the best gear in your hand. If you have smaller hands, maybe go for the EC2. If you're smaller than that, EC3 is like the very last one on it. I didn't even bother with trying the EC3. I did not need to. I just knew EC1 was for me. Literally, it was like just deathmatch. All I did was play deathmatch with the EC2, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna go back to the EC1. But I know the price point will annoy some people. I know the weight will annoy some people as well. I was a big fan of using these light mice. It felt like I had no mouse in my hand. But you guys watched it on my stream, watched it on this video. I felt better. I felt more comfortable with this. I felt like, I wouldn't say like, oh, I have more control, which is what they said, the control and stability. But I would say I was hitting these faster flicks. I was turning and actually being directly on my enemy. I wasn't like overshooting at all with it. Remember, I'm using the same DPI, the same sensitivity, the same mouse pads, everything that I use for all the other mice with this one as well. And the other thing that I'll say, comparing it to the Razer V3 here, Razer V3, like I'm very close here. There's a lot of like the clicking here is an issue with how close I am. I don't have this issue on the EC1. And even if you have smaller hands, you won't have this issue on EC2 as well. I feel like it also feels like a better quality when you're putting it in your hand. Obviously, that's probably coming from the weight as well, that side of things. But I want to know what you guys think, right? If you had your chance to get your hands on it, if there's some things that before you've bought it, you think, no, I don't want this, or I do like this, let me know. Like, I think the only issue most people are going to have is with the weight or the price of it. But you guys have complained about the price of the V3 when that came out, and you had to buy the extra dongle, for example. This one comes with everything you need. It is made for esports, and I'm really excited to see all the different pro players' opinions on what they're going to do when they try to maybe go over to it. Because loads were using EC2, right? You see this whole, if you go on Wikipedia, you can see the whole list of EC2, EC1 players, FK players in there. And everyone's been waiting for the Zowie wireless model to come on. They've tried with other ones, but let's see. I'm going to speak to my boy Flatro from Bad News Eagles. I know he was using EC2 for forever, so maybe he's very going to be interested in getting this wireless one. But again, let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know your points. Let me know what you thought of the review as well. I'm trying to do as many of these mouse reviews as possible. I want to get back to playing some Counter-Strike. See you on the next video.